Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my face. And I'm just using this blurring primer. I don't know why it just took me like 3 seconds to read that, but I'm just going to prime my face real fast. And I'm just going to make sure all of my pores are nice and blurred out. So when I put this foundation on, it looks nice and flawless. Okay, and I'm just gonna wait for that to get a little tacky or whatever you want to call it. And while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna take some foundation and I'm gonna put that on the back of my hand. And I'm using the Fenty Beauty Foundation in the shade 250. It is soft matte. Just gonna place that everywhere around my face. So my foundation is all laid and it's dry and all that good stuff, blah 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 blah. And I'm just gonna get my Anastasia brush, eyebrow brush, and I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Here it is, with the Anastasia dip brow in the shade Ebony, which is honestly too dark for my eyebrows, but we're doing drag, so I really don't care if it's too dark, because they're gonna be bold. They're gonna be bold. So I don't care. But I'm just gonna like do my eyebrows regularly on my face because I don't like to do the whole thing where you glue your eyebrows down or shave them off and then redraw them. For one, I can't do that because it looks disgusting. Like, you guys are better off seeing me like this, not doing it. And for two, I honestly don't like the way it looks because it just, I don't know, I just like my natural eyebrow. I think it's not that bad to where it just takes my whole look away. And plus, my drag is more like a natural look anyway, so it doesn't really affect it for me. But y'all, I don't know, but people at my school been getting sick, and I've been just like, every time somebody at my school is sick, I get sickness. And I like to try to lie to myself and lie to other people saying I have a strong immune system, but at this point I don't have a strong immune system. At this point I just get sick, like, I'm tired of it. I've been sick for like 5 days now, and I'm just now getting over it. I had a temperature, blah blah blah, my throat was hurting, I couldn't drink, do all of that stuff. I missed school, so now I'm like super far behind, and this math that we're learning that I have to make up is not, no, don't get me started on math. I hate math. I already told y'all about my math classes, so I don't need to go down that depressing road again. I'm sorry. I always mess up my eyebrows a little bit, but I'm just gonna fix it like I always do. Okay, and now that my eyebrows are traced, I don't know, lined out, colored out, I'm just gonna color them in. And I always like to start at the tail, because you know that's the darkest part, and it uses up most of the pigment down there, so by the time I get up to the front, it's nice and like not as dark. Okay, and now that you see my eyebrows are all filled in and and they're colored in and they're nice and pristine and raggedy at the same time, I'm going to make them literally perfect with some concealer. I love concealer. Like, concealer's just my best friend, and I'm finna sneeze. Never mind. But I can still feel it. Hold on. Okay, I'm not. I lied. Period! Period. Oh my god. I honestly think that period is like the word of 2019 at this point. Everybody says period. I walk down the hallways of my school, it's just like, oh girl, period. Did you hear what he period? Like, oh my god. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it because I say it like so freaking much, honestly, now because everybody says it and it's just contagious. Like, I say it without even meaning to say it at this point. This eyebrow, this eyebrow is way skinnier than this eyebrow. Oh well. I wish my eyebrows could always look like this. Like, this one is nice or whatever, but this one is just like, ugh. This one just makes me happy inside. It's nice to know at least part of my body's doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, now it's time for more concealer because you know, you gotta conceal. You gotta get all the nastiness off your face. You gotta make it look like you're a Barbie doll. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna conceal the F out of my face. This side needs more. Thank you, thank you. Not gonna do my nose yet. Because when I conceal my nose, I'm gonna like contour it and do all of that type of stuff. At the same time, sorry that I keep going sniffing, snorting. I don't know what it's called. It's sniffing and snorting. But I'm just congested because you know, I've been sick. Okay, none of my face is concealed and blah 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 blah. We're gonna contour and I'm gonna be using the Tarte contour stick, and I'm just going to do my nose first, and I'm gonna take this little angled eyeliner brush, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna go into this, get a whole bunch like little, and then I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose. One second. Hello? I don't want to, I'm making a YouTube video. Well, I'm not coming down there. She always wanted me to come down there. Like, you can get me chicken wings. I don't care. Okay, period. See, look, I said it again. But then I'm just gonna blend it as best as I can. I mean, it's always gonna be harsh because, you know, this is drag, and at the same time, I put hella on my nose. And I didn't, like, I drew it not on the actual bridge of my nose, I drew it in closer, and I got it skinnier as I went down. That way, it just gives it the optical illusion, the optical illusion that my nose is nice and snatched. And then on top of that, like I said, I'm going to take my concealer, and this concealer is really, really white for me, if y'all haven't been able to tell. I'm just going to start, like, in between my eyebrows, and draw a line down, and then stop, and then draw a dot on the tip of my nose. And then I'm going to take that same Beauty Blender thing, and then I'm just going to blend it out. Not blend it out, but like pat it out, just because I don't want it to like blend over the lines that I just drew. I just want it to be softly diffused, if you will. Okay, that's much better. Okay, and now we gotta contour our cheeks. I'm just gonna start like right where my sideburn is and just kind of draw like a little curved kind of line. And I'm not gonna go all the way to the end of my thing because then that just makes my face look long like a werewolf, like a little hound, and I don't like that. None of this is extremely harsh, but our next step is gonna really bring this out and make it what we want it to be. I feel like I can never get my contour to look the same. Like, one of my cheeks always looks different. Something always looks different on my face, and it just kills me. Okay, that's good enough. And I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. Okay, period. Like, see, I'm not even doing that on purpose. Like, I promise you guys that it's just part of my vernacular now. But I'm just gonna get my Anastasia contour cream contour kit, and I'm gonna go into this shade. I don't know what it's called. I don't even know if it has a shade name. Yes, it does. It's called Chocolate. And I'm going to really just draw a pretty harsh line, like kind of in the middle, if you will, of what I already have just done. And I'm going to go back with that same beauty blender, and then I'm going to really kind of just blend that out. Okay, and now that that is nice and kind of blended out, I'm going to go in with my powder from Revolution Pro, and I'm going to take my powder brush and I'm just going to go into the shade right here, which is Not a Name, and then I'm just going to go over that. I'm going to kind of blend it over top of the lines in a circular motion. And then I'm also going to take this powder and go onto my forehead. Because, you know, gotta make this 98 head a little bit smaller than what it actually is. Because, sis, if you got a big forehead, it's not cute. And I can't do this and move my curls at the same time, so I have no idea what it's looking like. Okay, now time for the fun part. I'm gonna take my Tarte concealer in the shade Light Medium. And I'm just gonna take this like flat inside. I'm gonna start right here, okay? And draw a line. Like, as straight as I can. Like that. And then I'm just gonna take this and kind of drag it down. This to me right here, I just love that, like, ugh. It just makes me so happy. I used to watch these drag queens and they used to just have these lines and I used to just be like, oh my god, it looks so good. And now, stunning. If I don't say so myself. Now I'm only scared that I'm not gonna be like, that I'm not gonna draw this at the same angle. That's my biggest fear. I'm just gonna do the same thing. Ma'am, see, look, I didn't draw it at the same angle. But that's okay because we can always fix it with more concealer. Okay, that's good. I just hope the side isn't too harsh now. Okay, and that is done. So now it's time for highlighter. And I'm just going to take this Morphe setting spray continuous mist, wet this little brush, go into this highlighter, like hella highlighter, like sun, and then pat this on right there. Get some more, pat it on again, get some more on the other side. Nose. Okay. And then, hold on. Okay, so now it is time for eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using the James Charles Morphe palette, and normally I would prime my eyebrows, prime my eyelids, but I wish this was just fold over, but I don't want to break it. Yeah, it's not going to fold over. But I would normally prime my eyelids, like I just said, but I can't find it any freaking where. So I'm just going to go on like normal. I'm just going to go into this yellow right here. And we're just going to use that as our transition shade for today. Ooh, sis. And we're just going to put that in the outer V and blend it out. Literally everywhere. Going super high. And super far out. Because, you know, we are dramatic today. Angelica is a dramatic. She don't just blend in. She stands out. Gonna take that yellow, blend it out into the crease, not the crease, but into the outer corner and up to the eyebrow bone, up to the brow bone. And James Charles said that his formula works best if you do patting motions, and that is so true. Like, when I first got this palette, I was like, oh no, this is trash. Because it didn't blend for me. Like, I was just so annoyed. And I wasn't using primer like he said, so that was a big problem. But once he said, like, use these patting motions, I was like, oh my god, he saved the whole palette. But yeah, I'm not finna get dragged by the Charles fans today. So once we have that all done, I'm going to clean off my brush that I used last, because it still has this red stuff on it. And we're just going to go into this red shade right here. Not the red shade, oh my god. I just cleaned that off the brush. Into this orange shade right here. Yeah, duh. This Cheeto shade. And we're just going to put that like lower than we did the yellow. But still high, but just lower than we did the yellow. Okay? Then our next step is to go into that red. Like I just said before. And we're going to put that even lower than we did the orange. Blending all these colors together just nicely and just really getting in there and blending and blending and blending and blending, which I hate, but you know, it's part of doing makeup. And I'm just gonna take that one blending brush that I had before and just really just blend everything nice and easily together. And I'm gonna focus this red really on the outer corner, like really just put that on there. And then I'm gonna get this nice tiny blending brush and get the powder off so I don't cross-contaminate my colors. And I'm gonna blend that. Okay. And I'm gonna do the other eye off the freaking camera, and I'll be back. Okay, and this eye is caught up now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a half cut crease, and I'm going to go back in with my light concealer, put some on the back of my hand like I always do, and I'm going to get my concealer brush. I cannot stop coughing. Oh my god. I usually cover my mouth, so don't do it. But I'm in a room by myself, so. But I'm going to do that little trick where you line, like, super close to your lash line. You look up, and it tells you where you need to draw it. Because I have hooded eyes, so what I have to do is I have to do that. So that when I open my eyes, it actually doesn't, like, transfer up any higher. And then what I'll actually do is I'll actually draw, like, carve it out above that line. Just so that when I'm looking straight on, you can see it still. So that my flap of skin that's really disgusting doesn't just cover it up. Okay, and then I'm just gonna wait for that to dry. And then I'm gonna put the topper shade on top. Okay. Okay. So that has dried down a lot since I last let it dry or whatever. And I'm going to take this concealer brush, but since it's so thick, I don't like to use it as a concealer brush. I like to use it as like a packer brush. And I'm going to go into this purple shimmery shade right here and just like super load it up, like just ridiculously get a good amount on there. And I'm going to just tap off a little bit because that's a little too much. And I'm just going to pack that on top of the concealer. Oh no! Okay, don't do this, guys. Don't do what I just told you. First, you're going to want to go back into one of the reds with one of the blending brushes and just tap that over top of that line of concealer so that it's a seamless blend. Because I hate when half cut creases just like end and they don't blend into what they're going on top of. It just irks my nerves, and I just kind of almost did that. Like, how are you gonna have a pet peeve but not follow your own pet peeve? Okay, I did it on both sides now. So you're just gonna keep going into that purple and keep packing it on. And you're going to smear it down. Because when you pack it on, it's kind of like all particled up and not bunched together. But when you smear it and really press it onto your lid, that's when the shimmery starts to come out. Like, that's when the metallic aspect of it starts to really just show through. And I'm sorry that I just like stopped talking like in the middle of my sentences, but it's just because I have to like concentrate, you know? And I'm trying to get better at it, but I just have to concentrate. Because I'd be damned if I mess this up. Actually, I wouldn't be, because it's typical for me, but... Okay, and that is done, and I'm going to go into this lighter shade, and I'm just going to put that as my brow bone highlight. And I'm going to go into this kind of darker shade, and I'm just going to kind of put that into my inner corner. And now, it is eyeliner time. So y'all know how to draw an eyeliner, don't you? Just kidding, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so this eyeliner is from NYX. It's the vinyl eyeliner, so it's kind of shiny, which I like. I don't really like matte eyeliners. Well, I do for matte looks, but this is not a matte look. This is shimmery. So what I like to do is I like to start in the middle, draw a line just to get it started. And I start in the middle because, like, when you first pull this out, it has a lot of liquid on it. So if you start on the inner corner, it's going to be too thick for my liking. So I like to do that. And then what I do is I follow the upper curve of my eyelid, like the upper curve of the bottom of my eye. So like how my eye is shaped like this at the bottom, I follow that up, and that's how I draw my wing right there. So I'm just gonna take this, and I'm just gonna take it and put it and draw a line, and then that's gonna be my wing. It's gonna be the line for the base of my wing. And then I'm gonna take this, start at the end, and draw a line down onto my lid, and then connect it. And then you fill it in and do all of that, shape it up, because I messed up because I blinked, but you know, as to be expected. And the problem that I have since I have hooded eyes is that right where that crease is, if I put eyeliner right there and I close my eyes, it's gonna crease and it's gonna transfer up. And I just did that, but it's not that bad, but still, like, I have to let it dry with my eyes closed before I can go to the next one. And I'm not happy with this at all. This made me sad. I'm gonna try to fix it. This means it's gonna be harder to do the other one because I have to make it identical. But since I made mistakes on this one, fixed it. Okay, that's much better. Now it's time for the other eye. So I'm basically doing the same things that I did last time, but this one I have to make so much longer because, ew, these creases, no. No. And then, ew. And then we're going to, do eyelashes, period. Okay, so this glue has become khaki, and I'm just gonna put it on my eyes. Okay, so both my eyelashes are on, and it's time to put on this wig. So I know you're supposed to like flip it over and do all that, but I don't have a wig cap. Actually, I guess I will. And I don't have a wig cap just because I cut them up and did all that. So I'm just gonna put this on like this, fix it, do all that stuff. Sorry guys, I know you can't see. No, y'all can't see me. And I'm just gonna take these hairs, and I'm not gonna lay them, because I'm just gonna take this off right when I get done. So I think I'm gonna lay them. Might have to though, because they're looking a little hot mess. And I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna brush out my hair. Period. Okay, so this is my beginner's drag tutorial showing you how I do it, all complete. And if you like this video, if you like what you saw, if you like me, if you're into makeup, if if you like this, just don't forget to like, comment, subscribe like you do for every other YouTuber. I don't know why you wouldn't want to do it for me, but please just help Angelica out, because I'm in Angelica's form right now. So help me out, do all of that good stuff for me, and bye angels, I'll see you on the next video. From the Clintons to the Obamas, I keep it tight, now they call me Mother Jaded Queen Bitch, I love that drama.